Meski tidak ada Primocem, nggak ada ya, sama sekali tidak ada. Setiap live-nya sebelum sesudah ini kelar ya, jadi nunggu berapa detik gitu. Mesti nyantol di queue-nya. Kecantol di queue. Let's go. Lama kali. Kita kecil aja biar nggak drop ya. Wawan nama bapak temanku. Wah, sorry, bukan bermaksud. Halo game player 77, apa kabarmu? Selamat hari Minggu. Aku lihat di FB sih soalnya orang pada ngasih nama Wanderer nih Wawan. Ya, kenapa lagi ini? Ya, sebentar. Biasa ini apa? Apa ini? Ntar aku nyalakan ini biar nggak ada notif masuk. Ayolah, baru juga mulai. Oke, udah normal. Sip. Apa dulu ya? Ambil kupu-kupu dulu lah. Ya, kupu-kupu. Oh ya, ke Liden dulu. Liden. Ayan, 40 primo. 40 primo. Oke, kayaknya kurang sekali lagi deh. Ini ping di mana 99 lagi. Kayaknya untuk spiral agak susah ya. Jadi kita fokus tamatin cerita aja dulu. Kayaknya hari ini ada survei sama ulang tahunnya. Udah mau beres Battle Pass. Apa aku ketinggalan ya? Masih seminggu, bisa lah. Cari kupu-kupu dulu. Foto 3. langsung ke Jasem sini. Hati-hati yang gajah Wawan. Kenapa nih? Oh ya, dia delay ya. Delay.
Solidify.
Pakai bendera.
Illusion shattered. Take flight.
Desainnya keren ya, kayak robotnya Evangelion sih ya. Cukup dengan Black Sword.
Sakura swirl. Shine down. Inazuma shines eternal.
Sayangnya dia nggak ada suaranya gitu. Duh. Aduh, sorry. Kayaknya bikin kondensor. Ya bisa bikin satu gitu. Kan tadi hari Minggu, jadi kita kumpulin bahannya buat Nahida. Ya. Gila kok nge-lag banget ya. Entar. Nahida. Beda ada ini konstel baru. Alhamdulillah.
If you ever want to trade tactics.
Ayo. Oke. Butuh let's go. Nah, ini ngelag nih pasti. Ah, baru muncul. Yuk. Nyamperin di spiral deh. Mandetnya udah jalan. Tapi musuhnya belum muncul. Oke. 8 OPPO. Waduh, mestinya jangan bawa. Kita ganti posisi.
Give me a moment to compose myself. Ya, oke, siap. Kamisato Ayaka, present. Here to play with me.
Oke, lanjut. Let's go. Oke, udah deh, udah aman. Toppingnya 300.
Brace yourselves. Here to play with me. Let me amuse myself. The more, the merrier.
99 lagi. Maunya apa?
Over here. Let me amuse myself a little.
Yahoo! Busted.
Let me amuse myself a little.
Whirling snow.
The more, the merrier.
Blink. Over here. My apologies.
The more,
Yeah.
the merrier.
Take flight.
Ah, kira no.
Shine.
Okay.
Blink. Whirling snow.
Let me amuse myself a little.
My apologies.
Hmm.
Oh, now you've got me worked up.
Ya, aduh main makan susah jadi kita. Jalan dulu aja ke tempat lain. Nggak memenuhi. Yuk, ini terlalu tinggi. Betul. Kayaknya kayak yang resin di Off-Stream aja sama spiral. Nah, ini lancar.
Time to fulfill my duty. It's time for no slacking off. You're not going anywhere.
Take flight. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Yeah.
Busted. Here comes the catch.
It isn't time for a break yet. Let's end this quickly.
Take it easy.
You're not going anywhere. No slacking off.
Here we go.
I slipped up.
Think you can get away?
It isn't time for a break yet.
Whirling snow.
Yes. This is it. No slacking off.
I'll remember that.
Lagnya parah.
Solidify. You'll get frostbite.
Yahoo!
No excuse for slacking. Let's end this quickly. This should be fun. Cooked food. Disgusting.
Anjir, ada yang MLN kah? Ada di sebelahku. Terdengar suara double kill. Maaf ya bocor. Kalau ada mic yang bagus. Mic gimana cara nyambung ke HP ini ya? Ini kemana aja? Ruin break nggak muncul ya? Kan ini pingnya 999. Oh itu apa? Maaf, judulnya terdengar masuk banget ya. Tapi lawan mau keluar banyak keluar gambar-gambar wawan gitu. Gambar-gambar wawan. Toh, lag banget. One mah Mobile Legend anjir.
Time for takeoff. Ha, yeah. Here we go. Ha.
I will have order. Solidify.
This isn't good.
Oke, mengais-ngais Primo yang sedikit-sedikit lama-lama habis juga, kalah red off. Gacha Genshin ini jarang bisa puas. Kalau kemarin Blue Archive sama Arknight lo puas banget. Gacha 100 kali pasti dapat nyantol 3 atau 4 red off gitu ya. Jadi apa ya, puasnya berlebih-lebih. Kan thumbnailnya cuma menanyakan siapa mau diinjak sama Wan. Hehehe. Wan.
With the wind.
Oke, lompat. Ya, lama-lama bosan questnya gini terus. Sudah ketebak. Oke, satu lagi. Biasanya satu di kota ya. Oh, di sini tumben. Gimana? Akhir tahun kalian ngapain? Di rumah aja apa liburan? Kan sudah bisa jalan-jalan nih. Udah pada suntik 3 kali kan? Udah aman lah di sini. Oke, kita bentar, ini di dalam piramid coy. Nah, ini bakal astaga, aku keluarnya gimana nih? Oke, kita sampai menjelajah ya. Tahu ke sini juga. Apa ini, ada geometri apa ini? Ya, kita lihat jalur keluar. Sani ya, Sani. Lewat. Oh, ini nangkep. Ini pasti. Apa? 早上好，中国将在我有冰淇淋。Ntar aku konsen dulu. 早上好，中国。Pin bang. Ntar. Ntar. Kayaknya moderator bisa ngepin nggak sih? Aku lupa. Aku nggak tahu kalau di internet ini apa cara ngepinnya. Harus buka YouTube satu lagi. Ntar aku konsen itu satu commission aja. Oh iya, bentar. Bisa nggak? Klik kanan gitu, ini. Terus ownernya ya. Di laptop yang bisa. Oh, oke. Ya lain kali lah nanti kalau stream di laptop ya. Aku lagi males stream di laptop, nggak tahu nih. Ya udah. Bisa kalau aku buka HP ya dipakai. Oke, udah bisa. Oke, saatnya ambil ke Catherine terus kita lanjut cerita. Ada story yang hipostasis tapi kok males ya. Kita coba. Oke. Ayo, nggak usah repot-repot sih. Kalau ngerepotin, ayo guys, kita speknya ngapain nih? Oh iya, maksudnya.
This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Masih kurang 1 jam. Oke, kita lanjut. Kita mau melawan Scaramouche sebelum jadi Wawan. Jadi ceritanya kita diinjak robotnya ya. Oke, kemana tuh? Ke desa Terfos. Oke. Di bawah. Sini. Tuntun sama kandes. Ya, 1 jam dan kita baru mulai story-nya. Semoga nggak panjang ya kayak Arclight kemarin 5 jam cuy. Kemarin main Arclight.
Leo, tadi pagi sudah minum itu Yunan Payu.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you too.
Are you ready? Very well.
you sure this is gonna work?
I gotta admit, it's bold. Color me impressed.
It's
Apa ini? Ah, nggak tahu lagi ini kenapa. Alarmnya banyak loh.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Catch you all later. Come on, don't give me that face. I know what you're going to say. I'll be careful.
That's what I wanted to hear. Take care. Only when you're safe can the plan be successful. So please, take care. You're welcome. And thank you for taking my advice. Good luck with everything. I'll be here in the village praying for you.
Okay.
Stay safe. I'll be here.
Sounds good. I'll go make some preparations.
Okay.
I'll hit them.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah. Also, Candace told everyone to be careful.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. We must go beyond that and fully commit ourselves to it. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
I'm not like the rest of them. Even among members of the same species, some will exhibit far more potential than others.
This guy. Hyman still remembers when those mercenaries in Port Ormos called you a lunatic.
All intellectuals are lunatics in the eyes of fools. I'll take that as a compliment. That reminds me. Do you remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins? It mentioned forbidden knowledge. Wait, seriously? Remember? We went into the desert not long ago to exchange hostages with the Eremites. Once we arrived, the ground collapsed due to an earthquake, and we fell into some ruins. Still nothing? Come on. It was a remnant of King Deshret's bygone civilization, and we found some messages left by a priest of the king, and learned about the existence of forbidden knowledge.
Oh, it's all coming back now. Thanks for reminding us.
Forbidden knowledge has the power to drive people insane, but this fact has never been shared with the public. Even I, who has worked in the academia for some time, was never once informed of this. I think those mad scholars and mercenaries we encountered may have all fallen victim to the corrupting qualities of forbidden knowledge. But the academia has always held a different view. They have always believed that symptoms of madness are a side effect of human contact with divine knowledge as mere mortals. Come to think of it, perhaps the academia has also never understood the true nature of forbidden knowledge, and thus always approached the issue from the wrong direction. The Withering, Elazar, and the sandstorms. Don't you think what is happening right now across Sumeru is rather similar to the forbidden knowledge pollution that occurred in the desert thousands of years ago?
But Paimon thought that Irminsul's disease is what caused the withering in the sandstorm. At least, that's what Tainari told us. Wait a second. Could it be that?
Ah, you've connected the dots. The cause of Irminsul's illness may precisely be the pollution from forbidden knowledge.
But if that's the case, what should we do? This is huge!
Wait. Why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution to this situation?
You mean, it's related to the scene you saw when you passed out in the Avidia forest? That whole, the world forget me thing?
In that case, it's imperative that we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Only by working with her to save Irminsul can we completely resolve the problems Sumeru currently faces. To make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our preparatory work.
Where are we going?
Pak Bu.
To an Eremite base.
Kita ke markasnya Eremite.
Oh, you made it.
Huh?
I gave them some technical work to do.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for canned knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More canned knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious!
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most important part of all of this. Now, please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction into the knowledge capsule?
Yes,
Paimon is still really
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. It's best if you can do as I say, because to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart first. Although it may feel like a trick, self-encouragement may be the most important tool we have.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. As a result, we have changed Sumeru's entire political landscape. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes and praises our achievements. Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no negative effects.
But what was the point of doing this? Paimon doesn't get it.
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules aren't meant to be used by you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on the Akasha. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is nothing short of absolute truth. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born. And this device has always supported you during times of need. After all that time, what do you think you'd become?
A fool? A machine?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries and identify gray areas.
But why would you need to identify the gray areas?
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting. One might even say they're advantageous in the right hands.
Things you're interested in are really out there. Are all Sumeru scholars like this?
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects. You can head to Caravan Rebot and start preparing for the next step.
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few modifications.
Okay.
This blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your word?
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties. I've given it a lot of thought. And in the end, I still can't agree to it.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra, you of all people should be able to see the bigger picture and recognize the innate advantages of our plan.
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages. Alhaitham's plan is even more radical than I imagined.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't you help me persuade Sino? He's turned against our plan.
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment, so you'll take care of the specifics. But then, you went to Alhaitham for suggestions. Had I known Alhaitham would give you those kinds of suggestions, I would not have agreed to the plan.
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here, don't you?
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to make sacrifices if they deem the situation to be sufficiently dire. I'm sorry, but as things stand, I can't accept your principles.
Seems you really do understand the ways of the desert.
Traveler, Paimon, this is also something you should know. Ramon's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and escort them into Sumeru City.
Wait, how can we work with the guards?
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Reebok would never let so many unregistered members of the Eremites enter Sumeru City. My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us enter the city as a big group. There is no better way.
That also sounds like something Alhaitham told you. Am I right?
Doesn't Alhaitham know how dangerous this plan is?
Of course he does. He told me, there is no perfect plan, but this can get the job done. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, our chance of success would increase significantly. I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people. I think he made a number of valid points. It's my own choice to trust you.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee that kind of discipline from the guards. To make the whole thing more convincing, you'll need to resist to some degree. Casualties are inevitable once push comes to shove. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies, I'm against the meaningless loss of our own.
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can say that people like you are hard to come by.
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect. They have the right to know important things like this.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help?
I knew you would say that.
We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of my people, I thank you for your kindness. But this is a mission we cannot turn our backs on. We strongly value the lives of our friends, but the goal we are about to achieve is even more important. We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the spoils of victory. So please, lend us your support. We will show you the determination of us desert dwellers.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I can no longer refuse. But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless. Candace made it very clear that we can only achieve our goals if we can ensure our safety. Since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation, there should be no more animosity between the followers of the Dendro Archon and those of King Net. Everyone's life is equally important.
Okay, you have a deal. Let's do this for our shared dream.
The guards should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the cooperation of Caravan Rebot.
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. Just let us know what you need. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the scale of this operation, we may need to report it to our superiors.
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of supplies from the Academia.
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely be classified as a joint operation.
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible, and treat it as a top priority desert operation. I will need personnel.
Got it. Please wait a moment. I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust you.
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. This whole thing has Paimon scared stiff. Aren't you even a little worried? What if these guards already know that you have betrayed the Academia and are no longer their General Mahamatra? Even if that guard doesn't know, their superiors might, right?
Mm-hmm.
We discussed this, remember?
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino has stepped down.
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up the matter.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. If something were to happen to the General Mahamatra, it's bound to attract a lot of unwanted attention. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested in sharing the news of Sino's departure.
A reasonable inference. I agree.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function of the Akasha will affect our operation.
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must remain on high alert. Actually, considering the power of the Akasha, it's quite strange that it hasn't already tried to interfere with my actions.
I've given that a lot of thought. For now, I don't think you'll need to worry. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village keepers. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha will predict your actions?
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well can the Akasha make predictions about a person? Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of Sumeru.
The academia firmly believes that all human actions can be explained through logic.
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit an existing logic model.
Seperti
However,
AI
at the
gitu.
risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered logical at all times? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic, but can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be predictable down to the letter in every single instance? Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway you or your thoughts, the Akasha could produce predictions that were similar to your real-life behavioral principles. Decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And I believe the Akasha hasn't yet figured out the full composition of it. Our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us could potentially disagree with another. The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much we can be modeled or controlled by data. So, in my opinion, you're probably safe for now.
Makes sense to me. I agree. The Akasha is not alive, and I don't think we can be completely controlled by something without a mind of its own.
Is that so? I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped by the past.
Whew. Paimon, so glad that this is settled.
Next time, pay attention during our meetings.
Will do.
Just remember to stay vigilant.
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert District. My name is Luxembarbo.
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me. The construct next to him is for his work.
Beep! Construct! Beep!
Construct.
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun. And, is this the latest technology from the Academia?
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I mentioned to your subordinate?
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation. To be perfectly honest, I've always longed to go on a mission with someone as well known as yourself.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes, sir.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of the district. We will carry out the operation there.
Understood.
Map.
Hurry, bring the map!
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's Eremites and capture all of them. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to the absolute authority of the Academia. And now, we're going to strike back against that massive pillar of power. Get ready. We will move out in 2 days.
I got a new letter.
Time for the operation! Let's go meet Sino in the desert!
Take it easy.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you.
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me. Now let's head over there.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
You're here early.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, we must capture them alive. They are our only leads for the case. If they die, we will be unable to continue the investigation.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat. Halt!
Oh? What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hands, it seems like you're not interested in a deal.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind of your smuggling and illicit sales. If you value your life, I advise you to surrender.
Who are you supposed to be? A Matra from the Academia? I can't believe you came all this way just to catch us.
I'm not here to talk.
Oh. Nobody's given me this much time of day since I became a mercenary. Brothers! For that slight, let's wash our blades with their blood. Let's show them we Eremites are not to be messed with.
Here we go! Time to go!
Gather!
Yahoo!
Quietly now. Wings up. Time's over.
This is order.
Think you can get away? Let's play!
Busted.
Okay.
It's over.
It's over, Anakin.
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Aramite mercenaries and related personnel in the area have been arrested.
Ah, you pitiful Dendro Archon dogs! You'll regret this!
I'm afraid you'll regret it first.
King Jeshred will curse you, and you will all!
Silence!
Oh,
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan Rebot. Count their numbers and send them to the Academia as instructed by the General Mahamatra.
Yes, sir!
Mahamatra Sino, I will now take my leave. If you need further assistance, please come to Caravan Rebot and ask for me.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes, things went perfectly.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Ram on there sure looked convincing enough.
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Rebot and oversee the group's transport. I promise. I'll get everyone into Sumeru City safely.
Yeah, you're the reason why everything went so well.
It's not the time to celebrate yet. I believe Dia should already be waiting for you. Go join up with her. She will need you to introduce her to Tainari.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed about it and refuse to work with us?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, I believe my message alone should be enough to bring him to our side. He knows I won't make jokes about things like this. If we need help, Tainari is the best option. Get ready for the next phase of the plan. Don't keep them waiting.
Masuk.
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of. I just like seeing that serious look on your face. All right, I'll stop. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Let's get moving and take care of this as soon as possible. Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. We need to make sure he won't get in our way when we rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible for us to achieve our goals.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up. Ooh, he really gives Paimon the creeps.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the Academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the Doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bodyguard. You should be honored. I don't offer my services to just anyone, you know.
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill, I guess I can apply a discount.
How much more do you want? Paimon's not sure we can afford it.
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they smile. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good! I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Pardis DI.
Nggak gitu.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Not really young.
Ah, Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
It's something really important. Please help us out.
All right, then follow me. This place is better. We won't be disturbed by any passerby. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor, huh?
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the mask. Paimon thinks he has blue hair.
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardis DI just a little while ago.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met, but your answer is very important to us. For now, all we can share with you is that your friend Sino is working with us.
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why he hasn't been at the academia. Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist you any way I can. You don't have to tell me everything that's happened.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a little worried that we might have made it all up?
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike me as the type that would conspire to deceive me. You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning to leave Sumeru?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean... you're leaving this place soon?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, I made a final trip to Pardis Di. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of Hypatia?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume you have something to say.
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar yourself, shouldn't you at least be aware of this?
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of knowledge. How unbefitting.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, Hypatia will receive the most advanced and effective treatment. I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her recovery. Would that be agreeable to you?
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Her situation has not become dire enough to necessitate her transfer to another nation. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot possibly sign off on this transfer. Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that, just like many other scholars, he possesses an aura of arrogance that I've come to detest. It's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself and his abilities, to a point of near insanity. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give up on the topic. Still, his reaction really concerned me.
I see, I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today, what with Her Most Noble Majesty the Tsaritsa calling for our return. Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave. It's just as the Academia said, You're a responsible and gifted scholar. Sadly, even with all of that, you're still lacking a bit of shrewdness. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something unpleasant.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our conversation. From his tone, I can sense that he's always looked down on others.
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, the situation will be in our favor.
I don't think I missed any details. Frankly speaking, I don't want you to do anything too risky. Now that you know a little more, it should be easier for you to stay safe.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your kindness.
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, all of this may have started because of me. Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the academia and assist him with his research.
Hasn't he already asked you several times before?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. The handwriting and tone are both familiar, but some details have been omitted. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. One dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots stand for a rainy day. This has been a habit of his for many years, but I didn't find any dots in his recent letters. I believe something may have happened to him.
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the academia, to investigate this matter, right?
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe, please withdraw immediately at the first hint of danger.
I can do that, but I have a feeling it won't be that simple. The academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is, but your master might be involved with it. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will be difficult to remove myself from the situation once the investigation starts. If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the academia. If you don't see me there for an extended period, that's your cue.
All right, we've got a plan. I'll stay at Gandharvaville to support you.
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant. And be wary of any messages or direct requests from the academia.
I must say, I didn't expect a warning like this from the General Mahamatra.
Being loyal to the academia doesn't mean blindly doing whatever the sages say. I know what I'm doing. On that note, aren't you also being quite distrustful of your alma mater?
The academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. Even when I was a student, I was worried he'd get in trouble for sticking to his beliefs. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long. But in the end, it still caught up to him.
Bang Eterna masih main Genshin kah?
So you noticed something was up with the academia from the very beginning.
Anyway, semangat.
This may well be how Sino became involved in all this.
Stream kah hari ini?
In that case, I must keep my promise and help you however I can.
Saya dulu sering tuh.
Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass on a message to him.
Enggak.
Trust your own senses and experiences.
Di HP aja dulu.
I think this may be something he needs to hear right
banget.
now.
Oh gitu, I see.
Okay, we'll find a chance to tell him.
Kalau aku main biar bisa relate dengan
Now let's
orang
go
aja.
hunt down this harbinger.
Aku juga nggak terlalu try
Oh, by the way, Which way did the doctor go when he left Paradis DI?
Ada konten dikerjakan gitu.
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Mungkin paling 4-5 hari sekali. Oh, nggak 5 tiap hari. Aku tiap hari cuma 10 menit gitu. Resin, commission, tokot gitu. Nggak ada eksplorasi sama sekali. Ada temanku itu try hard banget sih. Sampai questnya tuh kering, 0. Sampai eksplorasinya 100%. Cuma aku pengen main game yang lain banyak. Ada DK.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually telling the truth.
Nowhere, banyak.
He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. What did he mean by that? Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly, they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
Mana nih? Satu.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems to be where they're headed.
Port Ormos? They're going to leave by boat?
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a look for ourselves.
Ke pelabuhan. Jauh lah. Enggak, cuma jalan kaki aja. Oh coy. Hampir 1 kilometer.
Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems we found the right place.
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatui soldiers.
Let's keep going and see what we can find.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him. This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Oh.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at us?
It's time to say goodbye.
Wait, is he the only person on the boat?
You mean there's nobody with him?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port just now?
They were all here just a few minutes ago. But now, they've...
So this was a trap. Wait, don't tell me that...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to Party's DI.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui, I would also try to take her away. And if I couldn't...
Oh no! Are you saying they're going to kill her?
Let's go!
Okay.
Yeah.
Kembali ke Paradise DI.
Paradise DI is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Paradise DI for research purposes.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental that you chose to only come here today.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary scholar like yourself. I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for yourself.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf ears. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Paradise DI now? I'm pretty sure you're not just looking for herbs.
With all due respect, your baseless speculations will only lead to unnecessary trouble.
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping a low profile. I may be staying at Paradise DI as a scholar, but that doesn't mean I'm no longer a forest watcher. It is still my duty to...
Time for takeoff.
Have a load of this.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming!
Yes, Hayari! Beat him up!
Let's move.
Gather!
Shouldn't get careless.
Here comes the catch.
Yes. This is it.
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Stabilize!
Fire, pants on fire!
This isn't good. You can't run from death.
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia. We need to make sure they don't try to sneak around and attack from behind.
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Doesn't look like anyone's broken in. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
Oh, apa ni?
So, you think this is over?
Skaramus kah? Oh.
What? The Balladeer is here?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Paradise DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to? It can't be the Balladeer, right? That's impossible.
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler! What are you doing?
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final details. Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me.
Is it wise to force that childlike god into a divine battle against me? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence for a god as they construct it. But this also shows that humanity's worship of gods is a combination of blasphemy and exaltation. It's truly laughable.
Siapa ini?
Yes. What is it? Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you sound like a friend who actually cares. But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. The content recorded on it is what gives it value. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Such senseless drivel should have been erased a long time ago. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, just what has this world done for you to protect it with such zest and conviction? I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking and sense the depth of your determination. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know nothing about the truth. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find bliss in ignorance. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, I think you'd feel the same way. She peered into my consciousness and saw my past. Someone like that is qualified to become my first follower. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know what kind of authority you're challenging. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at sowing discord? The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny human thinks himself capable of interfering in the business of the new god. You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. But I'm willing to give you a gift, just like my expression of affection towards Hypatia. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be reasonable.
Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the paladin? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a while. Where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's go! Tainari and Dia still must be fighting!
Oh, jadi petir.
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before. You need to rest.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone, almost as if it were alive. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though, and they were being torn to shreds by the bolts of lightning.
Kesambar petir.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all right. I'm sure you also never expected this to happen. Don't blame yourself. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's place and talk about things there. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, traveler. Now you may start.
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all way beyond me. As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party's DI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to, and left Sumeru in a hurry. Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer. Is that why they tried to seize Hypatia?
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past. So, what could be there?
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions. He thinks the doctor has no right to consider himself as his equal.
So, if the doctor was to show up again, would the balladeer zap him with lightning?
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. Having the doctor gone benefits him as well as us. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay! That's a big accomplishment!
I'm also happy for you.
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, it's about time we rendezvous with the others at the Grand Bazaar. Let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're ready.
You can just focus on your plan. Leave Hypatia to me. My wound isn't going to get in the way. Okay, Guess I'll sit still for a little while.
Jam 7. Kenapa ni?
When the sun's out, bathe in sun.
Oh shit, harus selesaikan quest dulu. Jam 6.
But when the moon's out,
Dari cinta toilet dulu.
silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl.
Yuk lanjut. Siapa lagi nih? Minori. Kita ajak omong dulu. Aduh, itu yang main mobile coba di sliding. Ya, gitulah. Kedengaran ya.
Kamu kedengaran ya?
Iya. Kecilin dikit. Yang pasti kedengaran tuh mega kill. Masih kedengaran kah? Ini ceritanya panjang kali ini. Dan ini ternyata harus selesaikan side quest yang aku nggak tahu ini ceritanya tentang apa. Jika ini shoot. Hmm. 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 Apa lagi nih? Banyak kali. Oke, kita jual aja. Terus ngapain? Bisa.
think you can get away? Let's play!
Okay. Oke, habis. Kita gak bisa lanjut quest yang tadi. Practice can involve in other opportunities. Yang mana anjir? Neither is PC compared to one rhythm of the street. To rhythm. Ah, harusnya saya kan Milo ya. Ceritanya gitu.
What should I do now? If only Sino was still around.
Excuse us. Has something happened?
Oh, I appreciate the concern, but who are you? Ah, friends of Sino. Well, I suppose it's not a secret or anything. Since you two are interested, I'll just lay it out for you. My name is Nabil. I'm a Matra in the Academia. A case involving the smuggling of canned knowledge has come to our attention recently, but unfortunately, we don't have the people to handle it at the moment. Using large amounts of canned knowledge could lead to some serious consequences, and unfortunately, most people have yet to realize that. Rumors also have it that some particularly dangerous canned knowledge has made its way into the market. Regardless of whether the rumors are true or not, this case calls for urgent action. According to our current leads, it's highly likely that there are dealers selling canned knowledge outside the city, even as we speak. If you two could, please help us investigate the area.
You can count on us!
Sorry.
Traveler and Paimon. Are you here for some shopping too?
That's right. Although there were a few hiccups here and there, the Sub-Zero's festival turned out to be a grand success. And so, the theater wants to host a celebration event. Do you two want to come? It'll be a really fun time. It's something like a tradition of ours. Whenever we wrap an important performance, we'll get together and unwind. Rehearsals are exhausting. If you keep your nose to the grindstone, you're going to wipe yourself out sooner or later. Mr. Zubair, our manager, always says that celebrations aren't just for fun, but that they should also be occasions for reflection and review. But no one remembers that once the celebration starts. It's not like he can't also have some fun himself.
We've been to a lot of festivals during our adventures. Will your celebration also have lots of yummy food and drinks?
Of course. We always do lots of eating, toasting, and gift exchanging. We try really hard to show our appreciation for everyone.
Ah, so we'll need to bring a present. Hey! Paimon's gonna put you in a box first!
Hey!
It's fine. No need to stress, Paimon. You can come, present or not. The gift exchange is just to make the celebration more entertaining. You two being there would be the best gift of all. It'll also be a good time to introduce you to the rest of the theater.
Is something up?
Yeah, but for now, it's more important for her to rest and recover. I tried to visit her, but I got turned away at the door. The people there wouldn't listen to a single word I said. All I could do was to leave a letter encouraging her to get some rest and keep her spirits up. She'll be better soon. And then we can celebrate together at the theater.
It's all thanks to you and Nilu that we managed to save Dunyarzad.
You're way too modest. Just now, I actually felt really self-conscious when Paimon talked about us in the same breath. Compared to you, I really didn't do much at all. Anyway, all that aside, are you thinking about coming to our event?
Paimon thinks it'll be a great time! What do you think, Traveler?
Alright, then let's head to the theater. Wait, I completely forgot about this pile of stuff!
Whoa! Did you buy all of this, Nilu?
Just one box. The rest were given to me.
That's way too many freebies! Many vendors give out samples for free, but Paimon's never seen this much.
All I know is that whenever I start chatting with people, my hands would get more and more full until I can't hold everything anymore. This seems to happen every time. I was planning on making a few trips to bring everything back before continuing on with my shopping, but I don't think I'll have the time.
So this isn't even all of it?
Are you sure?
Of course! Carrying stuff is a piece of cake for him, right, Traveler?
I'm so sorry to trouble you like this. I meant to invite you to our celebration, but now you're helping me instead. Well, let's hurry up and grab the last few things, so we can get back to the theater.
Okay.
In my opinion, Jute's is the best stall in the whole business.
Great drinks that everyone can enjoy.
Oh! Well, if it isn't Nilu!
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Of course I do! I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the Traveler, a very experienced adventurer. And this is Paimon, his super reliable guide and helper.
No. Paimon is... hold on. She got it completely right. Look, Traveler! She introduced Paimon correctly!
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely trivial. She's also very brave. Just a little while ago, she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me. Anyway, sorry to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all, orders get changed all the time. Oh, that reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have they ever tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr. Jute, did you bake a batch recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully delicious. If you ever see kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it really just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
We're 2 peas in a pod! Who doesn't enjoy some good food?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness! Paimon can't eat it fast enough!
No matter how many times I eat it, it's still so delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste. I baked a lot just now, and it's all packaged and ready for you to take back to the theater.
You made so much. Is it really okay to take them all?
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory. Don't worry about it. What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat? Make sure you got everything. Feel free to come back anytime.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Yeah, everyone has their own way with words, and it's really hard to say no. Let's go to the next store.
Nilu, good timing. I have the textiles you ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes. Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war.
So they really do eat anything, huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but because they like gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread. So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
You've tested this before?
But of course! How else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho! Have I piqued your interest? If you want to buy some, now's a good time. Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Ooh, that's a pretty good discount. What do you think, Traveler?
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen. You can't use that kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in.
Tactic? So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie?
I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need. Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Come on, don't look at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the Sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories give value to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom. Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked. Though she enjoyed the stories and I the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much. Anyway, since then, I've come to realize two things. One, that stories should just be a means instead of an end. And two, that there's more to business than just selling goods.
It's okay. We're all friends now. There's no need to dig up the past.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now. Nilu, why don't you take them?
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot. It costs me Mora to store or ship, so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again? Just take them. If you really feel that bad about it, give me some theater tickets later. Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
There's still one more store. Are you alright holding on to that much stuff? Paimon, why don't you lend a hand? He must be tired.
If Paimon were to refuse... Would you then think less of Paimon than even a Sumpter beast?
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
These two look familiar. I think I've seen them before. Ah, weren't they at the Sub-Zerus Festival?
Yeah, and they're coming to today's celebration too.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to Farhad about also stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a small gift. Let me show it to you. Ta-da! It's a flower wreath. I really think we should wear some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Wow, it's beautiful. Did you make it?
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, Why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on that.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Paimon na agad.
It fits perfectly.
They're so pretty! Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Unfortunately, we already gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating guest.
Fascinating? Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
That'd be great! Please and thank you. But we have a pro now!
Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show. Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
You're so obvious that even Nilu saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like I want to get on his bad side either. Including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move everything in one trip. Even my strength has its limits.
Paimon looks like she doesn't want to, so I'll carry a little extra. Strength and balance are both really important for a dancer.
No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things. Traveler's right, Paimon shouldn't freeload. Paimon can't fly anymore.
Are you okay, Paimon?
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon now understands when people say there's no such thing as a free lunch.
Oh, that sure was a lot of stuff. Oh, looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Sumpter Man. Whew. Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
See ya. Good thing we had Mr. Farhad with us, or else that would have taken way longer. Of course. Because everyone's working
Gua
here
aja gua
together.
baru bangun masih live loh.
We're all like neighbors.
Tadi
So we're
tidur
always helping each other
ya.
out. It's easy to
Ceritanya
forget that
panjang
everyone's running
dan
a
harus
business.
melakukan storynya Nilu.
Freebies being thrown at you,
Tadi
you
ngantuk banget.
probably
Oke
don't
oke.
need to work.
Kalau mau masih lanjut tidur
I felt so
silakan.
guilty at first. Like I always owed someone something. I was always... Later on, I realized that it's
Udah
actually
berapa
like
nih?
what
Oh, 3
Mr.
jam.
Afshin said. By
Live kemarin
taking
mana
the
5
freebies,
jam.
I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away. That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay
Yang
others by
AKK
helping
iya,
them when they
yang
need
art
it.
naik kemarin.
Oh,
Satu chapter 5 jam.
This has become our norm.
Berasa
and
nonton
no one keeps
anime
track of
satu
the back and
season
forth anymore.
12 episode.
So
Yang
really,
25
don't worry
menitan.
about it.
5 jam.
Alright. I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair and do a little bit of prep. Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some other people at the theater. Nope. Mr. Zubair's really on top of everything. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Waduh, gak pegel kah? Ya kan mainnya sambil tiduran di HP loh.
Atmosphere here is so
Nah, ya agak capek dengerin ceritanya.
Take a break and immerse ourselves in this warmth. Hey there.
Tapi ini kan ceritanya update-nya berapa berapa bulan sekali kan, jadi worth it cukup. Nunggu chapter berikutnya masih lama.
You, on the other hand, you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art? Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not. So that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing
Kalau di PC kan duduk gua aja.
Is art a product that we create and bring
story
forth,
gini sambil
or is it a
jalan-jalan,
naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Ya kalau kursinya enak ya bisa lama sih.
I've been staying here for a long time.
Ya,
On
kadang ya
occasion,
pegel
I'd assist them
duduk.
in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch. I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art. It is not some intangible construct beyond the horizon.
Gila, questnya ini banyak numpuk nih. Aku udah ketinggalan berapa banyak ya.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration, I have been closely observing you,
Apalagi
the players
saya.
on the stage,
Iya.
and those watching in the audience. Art
Ada dua jenis
is
orang sih.
already all around us.
Yang hardcore grinding story-nya ini total gitu. Ada yang main casual. Kayak tadi tuh ada si Bang Eterna tuh, dia cuma main 4 hari sekali gitu. Karena lebih baik main game yang lain mungkin.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please. Ah, I see. Sorry for my overreaction.
Jadi kalau dilihat ceritanya Sumeru ini ada tentang
No time for chit-chat.
ya kehidupan di kampus lah.
No.
Sama temuan apa tuh Google Glass, internet, akasnya tuh internet kan.
Prop. It's just some fabric.
Kebetulan para pandai apa jadi semangat sore sekarang sudah pulang.
Sorry.
Dan sore pengennya tidur. Iya. Kelemahannya ini dia tuh nggak ada tombol skip loh di sini. Sebenarnya sini kan ada tombol skip. Terus kayak kayak ringkasan ceritanya gitu cukup gitu ya. Ini kita dipaksa denger ceritanya ini lama.
Is prop making something to be that jumpy about?
Dan ternyata aku baru tahu kelemahannya kalau open world itu ya itu eksplorasinya makan waktu. Apalagi nih. Ada daerah yang aku belum jamah sama sekali tuh ini. Ya nih. Di sini sama di sini. Jadi di bawah pasir ini ada kayak labirinnya besar banget tuh. Waduh, males banget. Nah ya kalau Honkai kan bisa skip ya, tapi beda genre game ya. Honkai kan lebih dungeon based ya. Kayak Arknek itu cuma action kan. Dia ini nggak ada skip, dialog gitu.
Hey there.
Sama ini kita kalau tek-tek gini dia nggak cepat gitu loh.
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop
Kalau di Arknek tuh kalau ditekan gini, dia tuh ada kayak speed kali 4 gitu langsung. Gitu.
The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Sorin and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
Aku ada pengen main game PS1 sama PS2 di HP ini bisa.
Yes, they are.
Apakah
Everyone here takes great care of them.
menarik untuk dibuat konten atau stay di Genshin Arknek Blue Archive muter di situ sih.
I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
It's all right. It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers,
Naik bang
but
biar
he
selingan.
passed
Oke
away
oke.
from an accident.
Aku udah nyoba emulatornya dan lancar sih. Cuma mungkin agak kurang nyamannya itu ada mau nggak mau kan tombol di sini kan. Tombolnya di kiri kanan gitu. Mungkin kayak navigasi jari agak susah. Adikku ada ini stick Bluetooth, jadi kayak stick PS2 gitu tapi untuk HP. Itu juga bisa. Apa aku belum coba kalau pakai emulatornya bisa atau enggak. Kemarin aku pakai buat main Honkai bisa sih, cuma agak ribet tuh. Ada tombol itu kayak nge-map itu nggak bisa di mapping gitu, jadi harus tetap nekan layar gini. Spill dong emunya kalau di HP. Aether X2 USB-C God Street Performance. Gue juga tertarik sama PS2 di HP. Ntar ya, ini bisa aku tunjukin. Ntar sekali-sekali. Ini nama gamenya itu Aether SX2. Nah ini aku install game Leisure Suit Larry. Nah itu, cari aja. Ini katanya best apa namanya, best emulator PS2, tapi harus download ininya dulu, apa, BIOS-nya dulu. Nah ini loh, kenapa dia berdiri? Oke. Tar. Oke, kembali ke Genshin nanti lah untuk next kontennya. Soalnya kan seru sih, banyak nostalgic. Iya. Tahu nggak saya? Aduh, kenapa diulang? Aku kadang ngeliat di streamer Facebook. Tapi itu aku lihat banyak yang ini pemain India gitu. Itu pada game-game PS2 gitu. Dan karena kemarin ramainya God of War yang Ragnarok, itu orang mainnya tuh God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3 PS3 ya. God of War yang PSP itu yang Ascension sama God of Sparta itu. Ya itu. Karena kata God of War naik kan, God of War yang sebelumnya juga ikut melakukan skala Rusia. Jam 5 ntar mandi dulu lah. Hei, kenapa? Tapi kelemahannya Aether SX2 itu nggak ada analog ini tengahnya. Analog. Jadi itu tombol directional sama analog kiri. Analog kanan nggak ada. Jadi kalau mau muter apa kamera apa sudut pandang tuh aku nggak tahu caranya. Refleks tuh kita ini kan geser-geser layar gini buat muter kamera. Nah itu nggak bisa tuh di situ. Rotate kamera, iya ya. Jadi kan dia itu kayak ada sebelah kiri itu tombol arah yang atas bawah kiri kanan. Terus ditekan jadi tombol analog kiri tapi. Nah analog kanannya kan nggak tahu gimana caranya. Jadi kadang itu kameranya stuck gitu. Aether kalau emulator PS1 itu apa ya? Gambar bebek itu loh. Apa ya? Itu katanya paling bagus. Ya udah. Kalau PSP apa ya? PPSS XX atau aku nggak tahu yang PSP. Yang Nintendo juga belum nemu kalau yang di HP. Yang Game Boy ya. Tuh bisa tuh main Pokemon generasi awal. Aduh. Lagi. Oke. Semoga Nilo ini questnya nggak panjang-panjang. Kayaknya harus ada ini sih, ngejar sesuatu gitu ya di dungeon. Kayak suruh nyoba, saya nyoba Nilo.
Alright, everyone is here.
Oke, akhirnya.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Akhirnya.
Let's report back one by one.
Nanti aja dia.
I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was...
Sekali nostalgia bareng. Halo. Ini maaf pakai wifi gak gratis sih, cuma sebulan 50.000 unlimited. Ya apa ya gini. Tadi sampai mana? Sampai mana tadi? Oh ya, ngomong-ngomong tadi aku cek YouTube-ku sudah ada tab community.
Everyone is here.
Meskipun belum
How did everything go?
500 subs
Any
ya.
luck with your missions?
Tapi kayaknya bisa.
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first.
Community tab.
We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture.
Nggak sampai 100 ya. Mungkin 50 sekian game gitu.
Tainari also asked us to tell you this message. Trust your own senses and experience.
Bully. GTA, bully, gitu-gitu.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry.
Tapi itu sayangnya ada di chapter mana?
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Final Fantasy 7 Dark of Kerberos tuh bagus tuh.
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you Academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So what?
The scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Kayak Digimon yang bak pedang terus dia mukul gitu. Terus sampai ending tuh Digimonnya nggak berevolusi gitu.
Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Employer?
Yeah, the Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oke, ada Nilu.
Oh, it's Nilu.
It's Nilu.
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Apalagi tadi?
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no good. Seems pretty interesting.
Rumble Arena 1-2 main tapi yang persesan.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Bisa buy one sama teman. Oh iya, sudah.
Huh? Join? You mean
bisa sampai
you
4
also
player
want to
kan?
discuss something important with me?
Yes,
evolusinya 2 kali
something
dia.
very important. Nilu, are there any
Kalau
breaks in your
petualangan yang
performance
bagus
schedule in
ini
the upcoming
Digimon
days?
World NDS sama
Wait,
jadi
you're
di NDS ada 3
seriously
game
inviting me?
Digimon World DS, DAS sama Dawn. Nah, itu keren tapi dia tuh modelnya kayak ke depan ya. Oh, ini yang pasti wajib kudu main. Tadi aku ada
can't
ke
believe
satu
my
VTuber
ears.
namanya Iris.
You
Dia
are
main
truly
ini
the bravest
Persona
and
4.
most passionate people of Sumeru.
Nah,
Well, that
Persona 3,
I've
4,
ever met.
terus Devil Summoner.
Oh,
ya,
right. The
Raiko
Traveler and
Kusunoha Devil
Paimon are
Summoner
not from
tuh bagus tuh.
Sumeru, but you are
Persona 3,
awesome as
Persona
well.
4, Persona 5 belum sempat main, soalnya belum nggak ada PS3
I must
sama
admit
PS4,
that I'm a
PS5
little
apalagi.
scared.
Tapi
But
udah keluar di
I'll
PC.
try my best for lesser
Ya,
luck, Kusanali.
semoga kalau ada uang lebih
If I can
bisa main
somehow
ya.
use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Remember,
Okay.
believe in
I'll get my
yourself.
friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done.
Karakter-karakter
Now,
bintang 5
can we
udah muncul
finally
semua.
conclude this meeting?
Sergei ada pernah main. Oh,
So,
jelas.
have you thought up what you'd like to say,
Yang
boss?
PS1 yang Ryuki. PS2 berarti yang Vice ya.
Yep.
Vice Kabuto main.
And we're all super awesome.
Yang dimainkan sama Agan Reza itu aku main semua tuh. Kecuali yang baru-baru ya. Yang jika ada tiketnya tuh
Well
nggak main.
said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself
Apalagi ini
recently.
gara-gara
It's
ada
been
list.
nice and quiet.
Dia sama Kabuto temen banget.
Nothing.
Let's all go home and get a good
Oh,
night's sleep so we can
Vice
be
tuh.
up early tomorrow.
Kabuto kan nih.
Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Copyright kan? Ya tau lah. Paling best Kabuto ya Bang Arena untuk iya. Jadi kayak 3D kayak Smackdown gitu. Maju mundur. Tak, 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 tak. Yang bikin dia seru itu kalau udah clock up udah kita yang melambat nih cuma pasrah bertahan sampai habis.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the
Terus
celebration
pas
are
clock
finally
ya
done.
nih. Si
I'll
Ciluru
pull
tuh.
everyone over, and then we can
1, 2, 3.
start.
Hai.
Let us give you a hand.
Rider, kick. Ngomong-ngomong Kamen Rider, ya itu karakter pemerannya tuh aku suka banget sih. Hiro Misoshima itu.
Maybe we really
Dulu
should
pengen
have
potong
prepared
rambutnya
a
gitu
gift.
kan, karena
Then we
rambut
could also
IRL
be
ya
a
kayak
part of
gitu.
the exchange.
Tinggal di apa kayak
As it
Messi
is, all we can do
apa
is wait and watch.
kayak rambut bangun tidur gitu.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job.
Aduh, pengen
Would you even
nonton
like
Kamen
it?
Rider Black Sun di Prime
Don't
Studio
think like
ya.
that.
Kemarin aku
Remember
mau
our
coba
promise?
ini ya, nobar di
We're going
Discord,
to give
nggak bisa,
everyone a
gelap kata
pleasant
mereka.
surprise.
Kayak dihalangin, nggak
And
bisa ditonton
besides,
gitu.
you've never attended a celebration
cari
event
cara biar
before,
bisa ditonton.
so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Alright. Maybe this will help.
Nah, Kamen Rider Black
Everyone,
Sun, iya,
over here!
full episode di
Inaya has something great to tell
ini
you
apa?
all.
Di
Wait.
Prime Video Amazon.
I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax. Deep breath
10 episode.
in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone
Dulu aku
what you
ingat
want to say.
Prime Video
If you
pertama
don't
muncul
say
tuh
anything,
dia malah
then all the
promosi
hard
karena
work
namanya
we put into
Amazon ya.
embroidery
Terus
practice would have
kan
gone
situ
to
juga
waste.
bikin Kamen Rider
Using it as a
Amazon
gift,
yang
though?
baru itu yang
It
ada
really
Oppo
isn't that
Omega-nya tuh.
good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was
Oh ya sama
actually
kan,
preparing
kalau
a
nggak salah Telkomsel
present.
ada ini paket, kamu cuma bayar 20.000 dapat kuota 2,5 giga
Yeah, it
4G-nya,
feels like she still
ditambah
doesn't really see
langganan
herself as
Prime
part
Video
of
tapi
this
yang mobile
community.
tok ya. Terus 1
It
bulan
looks like
30 hari.
Miu's
Ya,
trying to
lumayan
ease
banget
her
tuh.
through.
Bisa nonton legal
Actually,
sama nonton ini
Inaya
Chainsaw
had
Man di
prepared a
situ.
special present for
Kalau nyari
everyone
di
before the
Bilibili nggak ada
celebration
Chainsaw Man.
kicked off.
Kayaknya nggak boleh di Cina sana itu.
Woohoo! We're gonna get our first
Jadi
present
cuma
from
di
Miss
Prime Video
Inaya!
bisa nonton Chainsaw Man yang legal.
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become.
You've worked on it for so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this!
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Oh no.
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the academia. This celebration, or whatever it is, must stop at once.
Oh no.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the Academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the Academia for further punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last time I asked, and now I suddenly only have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You seem to understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place?
The Academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the Academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods. Yeah, the theater is very important to each and every one of us.
The way they're doing things is so scummy.
But I also don't know how we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Enough! Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Huh? Father? Their family?
What Academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Oh no.
Ah! Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do.
That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up.
I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
The storms that come out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
Zubair. Siapa kita lanjut quest arkonnya? Oke, bisa. Betul.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things would turn out like this.
There's no need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being meaningless. Knowledge is king in Sumeria, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts. But if that's all it is, there's also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater. After Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this.
If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen. Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight. Aw, that's trip.
I'll try to think of something. can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and what to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out. That also doesn't sound like it'll work.
A debate? Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Oh! If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater!
I see. Defeating him in a debate. It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher? Huh? Me? No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater.
This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable, but I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Paimon will help too. You'll feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself.
Thanks, you two. Alright, I've decided. Even though I may fail, I'll do my very best for everyone's sake.
That's our Nilu. We're rooting for you.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Hey! Are you just messing with Paimon? Paimon coming in!
Are you messing with Paimon?
The world is full of lost balance just waiting to be discovered.
Today is the Academia's Niagarbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action. Hatham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up. What about you all, Hatham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking technology could let the sages imprison even a god.
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Suristhana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nyagarbha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Danger Archon. Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyagarbha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
Paimon can't think of a good comeback. Alright, it's all on Alhaitham if things go south.
Oh, kecil. Oh, bukan.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you Scribe Alhaitham?
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer. The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the Academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the Academia, Scribe.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the Academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Let's go.
this the Academia's library?
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Propagate!
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, Scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Great Sage, I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand, and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Nagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all. You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Worthless. Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom. We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali, what can she even do? Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the academia. Does that make us equal to the gods? We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the academia's side! We finally started to trust you!
Oh no.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is Niagarbha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no? Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali, and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Al-Haytham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise. Should your intentions be discovered, Al-Haytham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems. However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight is turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Okay, cutscene. Oh.
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Al-Haytham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Okay.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Al-Haytham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Al-Haytham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Al-Haytham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Jarak sinyal.
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Please work.
Itu dia.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I wanted to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my people and their hearts, kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida!
Jangan bilang ulang dari awal.
Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
Halo Clara, selamat datang.
Are you getting anything?
Welcome. Ini udah cutscene ketiga kalinya. Apakah kamu pemain Genshin Impact juga? Maaf suaranya agak serak. Yo, let's go next. Nama kali. Please, aku udah mau lawan Scanner. Thank you. Please.
Nahida!
Suara. Please jangan putus. Jangan putus. Please, aku terjebak dalam loop cutscene ini. Oh no. Udah live berapa jam nih? 4 jam. Please, Mihoyo first, Cognosper. Tolong kasih tombol skip. Ayo. Ayo, bisa. Please.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
Ayo. So.
When did it first start?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I wanted to be... So I've kept listening, kept looking, so I can catch up to... But I'm stuck. The sages are... And I'm...
Nahida! Nahida!
Oke, Rasengan.
It's so quiet here. Now that I think you are caught, have I been doing the right thing? Am I... How do I... It's... so
Ya,
quiet
sedih. Ayo. Please.
Since you're the... You've known the answers to all...
You're right, though. I won't...
Nahida!
Okay.
Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
Akhirnya dapat voice.
Everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to... You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha Day stuff? Yep! So that means our next act is... Nilu's performance!
Ayo. Hah? Jadi Nilu? Nggak punya Nilu, dikasih Nilu.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Kenapa bisa begini? Aku udah kesal. Oke, coba kalau udah putus Otsu aja ya.
Here. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Ha. Chip chip. Yeah. Yeah. Positions. Yeah.
Nilu, how's it going? Nervous? Together to help out.
Karena ini udah mulai mengesalkan, mending aku Otsu aja. Makasih udah datang, sampai jumpa di stream berikutnya.